um, having a great time as we are about to celebrate Christmas, and as we finish off the year, I hope that. So with that being said, I'm gonna go to the to today's session. I'm actually very excited about the end of the year because I said that I would like to have 300 people signing up for my webinar, and right now we are at 250 plus, almost 260. So I'm really excited and feeling really grateful for this. Anyway, I digress. I should come to this question today. How do I follow my dream, Felix? And as I was preparing for this question today, I realized how difficult it is for me to answer this question. And the reason why it's difficult for me is because I used to be very opinionated. And the nature of my opinion was, my background. I came from a kind of family that is, I think, as just like many Chinese or Asian culture families, very conservative about what kind of things we do out with our life. And obviously there is that expectation, Felix, you should be a doctor or a manager or a this or that. And my parents, all they wanted for me was to see me be happy, to see me be successful. But their strategy comes with all kinds of their own baggage, so to speak, which is heavily influenced, of course, by all the experiences, their lessons, and traumas in their life. So for my parents who have a history of struggle, getting a regular paying job is like it for them, you know. But for me, it's not enough. I wanted to have something more. I wanted to really live my life the way I want to live. And that was the driving force behind a lot of the things that I do, joining MasterChef, starting my own business, pursuing fitness, all of these things. And the funny part of it is, and by the way, this is also what makes this question such a difficult question to answer, is that I realize when I accepted my calling, I realized that I let go of my dream. And it is the weirdest thing ever, because I do not feel sad to let go of my dream. I do not feel sad to let go of my dream. So my whole life seems to have three phases. The first phase is no dream, don't know what I want, or I know what and then towards the last end of this first stage was knowing what I want, but living in the confinement or the constraint of society and the people around me and the expectations that I have to carry. And then growing from that phase into the next phase where fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want. Right? I'm not gonna give in to what people think I should be. I'm not gonna allow myself to be stereotyped. That would be the second stage. And now, in this current stage of my life, what I want is for you to get what you want. And it's so weird, because when I was making a transition from first stage to the second stage, I thought that my dreams, my vision for my life, my plans for my life is all that matters. Nothing else matters. And then that crazy experience happened in at the beginning of the first lockdown, and suddenly all that I want for my life, all my dreams, all my plans, is completely worthless to me. And I was so happy to that point, because I looked at the rest of my life and I realized that nothing that I had planned, nothing that I wanted would materialize anymore. Because I would choose to not pursue those things anymore at all, immediately, full stop. And that was when I finally realized my purpose. And when I realized my purpose, none of these things actually matter anymore. And I was so willing, and I am willing, very willing, to just let go of all these notions of what my life should or shouldn't be. And I settled down into this coldness. It may sound bad, but I promise you, it's actually the most wonderful thing ever. Because you see, the first phase of my life, I was defeated by my situation and my circumstances. The second phase, and in that, if I can put a mood to it, I would give it a mood of gray, like a gray, bleak mood, right? And then when I go into my second phase of my life, I was this ball of fire, full of passion, full of intention. I'm all about spreading and expanding myself. And now there is no fire anymore. It is replaced by this cold but resolute. It has this feeling of, when I look, if I could use a word to describe the mood of my purpose, it feels like a mountain. It feels like a planet in and of itself. It feels like gravity. It is inevitable. And all of the things that I do, all of the results that I get, no longer surprises me. It is that place where I say, I'm gonna do this, and it happens. And I say, that needs to happen, and it happens. It is this place. It is not flow. I am not in flow, because I am the flow. And what I'm aware of is that this place, as important as it is to find, it is not something that everyone have the opportunity to realize in their whole life. I consider myself to be very, very fortunate. So if there is any answer to this question, if there is any at all, I think that it is very important for us to simply do what we want to do. And without, because older generation, to tell people what they should be working on, number of those things, I think that is not suitable. That is not proper. Because if I tell you how to follow your dream, or what dream to follow, or what you should or should not do, I would only be burdening you with my baggage. Bear with me. Okay. It's just fluctuating, like very high speed, very slow speed for some reason. I'm not sure why. I can literally see the colors changing right in front of me. I'm not entirely sure what's happening. Perhaps I should just accelerate this and see and finish this as soon as possible. But basically, my support. I can't tell you how to follow your dream, but I would like to give you my support. And whatever it is that you want to do, do it. there are going to be mistakes. Sometimes the mistakes will cost you years of your life. It may cost you a lot of money. But if there's anything at all that I hold true, I think that I would rather the results that I want, but full of regrets. That's what I think. So whatever failure, whatever mistakes you need to do, whatever scars you need to collect, whatever experiences you need to go through in order for you to finally realize what are you and just do it. All right, my internet is really, really bad. I constantly see my frame rate dropping, so I am gonna put a stop to this Facebook Live, and hopefully this helps. If it doesn't help, do ask me more questions. I will do another video on this. But in the meantime, I will go for now. All right, have a great day.